In terms of your actual question of how do you think about recycling, well, there is a ethical argument, there's an economic argument. I'll give you my economic argument. When you take a material that is as potent as plastic and you use it only once and then you throw it away, it actually has a huge economic loss associated with that. And I would compare it to if you were super into football and you bought a season's pass, you went to one game and you threw away your season's pass. And then every time you went to a game, you bought a new season's pass to watch it. Things are so cheap that you can afford to keep buying a season's pass every single time you go to a game. But eventually, these things are going to get more and more expensive, where fossil fuels are going to get more expensive, or we're going to run out of them. And then the value of actually reusing plastic as a material, actually recycling it and integrating it back into the economy becomes much more meaningful. On the ethical case, that's a whole spectrum of things. For a very, very long time, what we were doing was putting our waste in the US or in the UK or in Australia. We would put it on a ship and send it halfway across the world to China or India or Malaysia or any of these countries. These countries didn't even have the infrastructure to deal with their own domestic waste, let alone be the world's dumping ground. And then that spawned a huge, unregulated, heavily exploitative industry with today tens of millions of people that work in abject poverty, ripe with child labor. And there is an immense responsibility that we carry there.